Hi, I'm Lynette and welcome. Today I'm going to be putting on makeup. I'm going to be using a lot of old products, Shop My Stash, and a couple of newer products and products that are new to me. So if you like these types of videos, please consider subscribing because I'm here every week with makeup hauls, swatches, tutorials, reviews, and other beauty and makeup related content. Now, if you follow me here, you know that I have not been here every week. Actually, it's been quite a minute since I've filmed a video, so expect this video to be long. It's a get ready with me, so it's going to be long and it's going to be a hot mess. I'm sure the makeup is going to be a mess too, but hey, that's one of the reasons why you watch, right? To see all the shenanigans unfold in real time. So yeah, so I'm going to be a little rusty. I'm going to be a lot of rusty, but we're going to get on with it. So the first thing I am going to start off with is my eyeshadow. I always do my eyeshadow first. And I'm going to use this little quad from my basket of shame. And what is a basket of shame? It's a basket full of eyeshadow palettes that I purchased a long time ago and I've never used any of them. So today today is Colourpop's turn. So this is the An Emerald Way palette and it's a 4-pan quad with 2 shimmers and 2 mattes, and this is the type of quad I like. Real simple, real easy. Really, I don't have to be thinking about what kind of look am I gonna do. It's already spelled out for me. Outer V, crease, lid shade, and inner corner, if that's how I want to use it. So let me zoom you in a little bit. Yeah. Okay, let me get my mirror. I always forget my mirror. And let's get started on the eyeshadow. And doing eyeshadow always makes these videos extra long, so my apologies, but maybe it's a Saturday. Is it Saturday? Yeah, it should be a Saturday when I post this. So maybe you are doing some chores, maybe you're cleaning up, maybe you're cooking, maybe you're vacuuming, I don't know. Maybe you're doing something while you have me on in the background, which is great. So yeah, so as I said, if you followed me here, you know that I have not been here in a minute, and if you follow me, you probably already know why. I did do a community post not that long ago, just to let you guys know that I was still alive and I hadn't fallen off the end of the earth. I had a medical issue that I needed to attend to, and so your girl had surgery. I know. I started off having surgery for the new year. Yay! Isn't that nice? It wasn't an emergency, but you know, so I've known about it since December that I was gonna go ahead and have this surgery. Although, you know, I did end up in the emergency room, and then I found out I had this issue I needed to take care of while there. So yeah, so your girl has been out of commission for a minute, and to be honest, the healing process has not been going as well as I thought it would and had hoped it would, and as the doctors were telling me it would. But you know, you can't trust them, right? Because they are doing these surgeries. They're not actually having these surgeries. So who are they to tell you, oh, in a week to 10 days you should be good again, and a lot of people go back to work and blah blah blah. And like, that is not my experience. Right now is not my experience. So I'm going to zoom you in a little more if that's okay. Okay. So yeah, so that's not the experience that I'm having, unfortunately. So but I am, you know, I'm feeling better. Certainly not where I want to be right now, but a little better than where I was. But it's been going slowly. It's been going pretty slowly. I see my doctor again next week. Yeah, next week. And we'll see how it's going. I'm going to take this shade right here and put it in my crease. And I'm hoping to have more improvement by the time I see them next week. And you know, you go on the internet, it's not going like I was hoping it would go, or they're telling me it should go. And then you go on the internet, and which is always a bad idea. And then I'm like, oh my God. So hopefully, you know, it's just gonna take more time, and that I will start feeling better, because you know, I was feeling okay before I went on ahead and had this surgery, and now I'm not. And it's been 3 weeks. We're going into week 4. So, you know, hopefully every day it'll get better. What I've discovered is that healing is not linear. So some days it's like, oh yeah, I'm feeling good. And then other days it's like, oh God, I'm not feeling good. So anywho, that's where I've been. I've been right here trying to get my life together. And yeah, so keep your girl in your prayers. If you know, if you pray, say one for me, please, because I can use every single one of them. And I do believe prayer helps. And I have decided, you know, going into this year, I was like, oh, this is gonna be my year. 2023 is gonna be my year. Even with knowing that I was gonna be having surgery, I'm like, oh no, it's gonna be my year. So yeah, not getting off to a great start. But this is also the year that I am going to think more positively. I've decided. So I'm a pretty pessimistic person. At least when it comes to me in my life, I usually jump to think the worst. The first thing I think of is the worst. I prepare myself for the worst. I hope for the best, but I'm always assuming it's not going to work out that way. So this year I've decided I am going to think positively. So as soon as I have a negative thought, I'm going to catch it and I'm going to replace it with a positive thought. And it's a struggle. It's a struggle, but we're gonna do it. I might even get a journal to journal my year of thinking positively. And who knows, like maybe a book could come out of it or something, you know? Wouldn't that be cool? So as you can see, I am having to build up this this eyeshadow, which is not my favorite thing to have to do, but here we are. And then I'm going to go in with this deep. This is a Wayne Goss brush, and it is shaky, like loose. Like these brushes cost too much to be loose. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm going to go in with the deepest shade, and I'm going to put that on the outer V. I'm trying to do something simple so that this video won't be 2 hours long, because I still haven't mastered how to make a get ready with me video like under 30 minutes. So maybe now that shade went on nicely. Didn't have to build that up. I think I'm gonna have to adjust my camera because I feel like I'm not in the best position for you to be seeing what it is that I'm doing. That's if you're interested in what I'm doing. I have some creases over here, folds, so I find that on this eye in particular, I have to really go in with more product. And as you can see, I'm stretching on my eyelids to try to smooth out those folds to make sure I get all of the shadow in there and then blend really well. The left eye is the not so good eye and the right eye is the good eye. So trying to make them match too is always an issue. Anybody else have that issue? Trying to make your eye looks match on each eye? Anywho, I'm gonna go in with my Pat McGrath pen here and place that on the lid before I lay down the shimmer. So yeah, so now I am home. I'm not working right now because I can't work because you know, I'm in pain. And so I'm on short-term disability, and girl, when I tell you, how are people supposed to live if they get sick and become disabled? I don't know. I don't know how people do it, because the amount of money that I'm getting should be illegal. It should be criminal. And you know, what if I were single with one income and got sick and had to be out, you know, had surgery and had to be out? I'd be screwed. I'd be absolutely screwed for a little bit of money that I'm getting. It's outrageous. And I live in one of the most expensive cities in the world, New York. And who can live off of $55 a day? Yeah, that's how much I'm getting, $55 a day. Like, are you insane? Are you insane? Thankfully, your girl saves as well as she spends, because I'd be in trouble. I would be in trouble. And it's a shame that people who go to work every day, you know, and God forbid you can't. And thankfully, I'll be able to go back to work, right? There are some people that are like disabled. That's it, for permanently disabled. Like, how do they manage? So yeah, thankfully I'll be able to go back at some point soon. But yeah, if you don't have savings, if you don't, like, you can't manage. You cannot manage. So that is, yeah, that's my story, and they need to do better. They need to do better with that, because that's ridiculous. Anywho, I'm not gonna rush back, you know. I'm gonna take the time that I need in order to heal properly. I had surgery once before, almost 10 years ago, and I went back sooner than I should have because I couldn't afford to stay home. And then I didn't get any money. Like, I got my check, my disability check, the day I went back to work. Yeah. So yeah, so I ended up going back to work early because I couldn't afford to stay home, and that was a mistake. So this time I'm going to heal, and then once I'm ready, then I'll go back. So that's it for the eyes. I'm just gonna line it with some black. Am I gonna do black liner? Black liner, brown liner, black, brown. I'm gonna do brown liner because I haven't done black liner in a minute. I tried to do a wing. I think the last time I did an eye look and it did not go well. And I have stopped doing wings, and I love a winged eyeliner. I really do. But I've stopped doing them because as my eyes have gotten more hooded, you know, I have more folds in my my lids now, and trying to do a winged liner, I can't do it. I can't do it. God bless those people who can. I can't do it. I end up just ruining my eye look. And I got tired of ruining my eye look. As long as it takes me to do some of these eye looks. So now I just go in with a pencil liner usually. Sometimes I'll try to smudge it. I find that that doesn't always work, but it's just easier for me. And actually I'm talking about how easy it is, and here I am making a mess. But I'm not going anywhere, so it's alright. So, and now I'm going to use my mascara, my favorite mascara, if I can find it. Can I find it? Yes, my Maybelline False Lashes Lift Mascara. I had been without it for a while, and then I was like, you know what, stop the nonsense. Stop playing and go ahead and repurchase it, because I was missing it. I need a mascara that gives me length. Oop. Just got some on my face. And volume. I'm not gonna mess with, I don't know if I'm gonna mess with lashes. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not gonna do that right now. And if I do decide to put on lashes, I'm not going to do it on camera, because ain't nobody got that kind of time to be sitting and watching me struggle trying to put on some lashes. So oh, I didn't do an inner corner highlight yet, because if I do one, I find that I'm not liking inner corner. I don't really like inner corner highlights on me anymore either. You know, as I'm getting older, my makeup application is changing. Changing. Okay. All right. Let me fix this camera angle and I'll be right back. I changed my angle a little bit, and did I tell you I was using my Colored Rain base? That's the eyeshadow base I used for the eyeshadow look. Okay, and so now we're gonna get into one of these new products that I picked up, and it's another primer. And I need another primer like I need a hole in my head. I need another primer like I need another eyeshadow palette. Okay, this one is from Mally Beauty, and I don't think I've ever purchased anything from Mally. And I saw Jen Phelps swatch this on her hand, and I thought, oh yeah, I should try that. So here it is. This is the Evercolor Poreless Face Defender. And so let's read about it before we get into this, right? So this is this high-tech alternative to powder can be used as a primer, finishing touch to lock in your makeup, or worn alone as a skin perfector. It's utterly sheer, lightweight formula, instantly diffuses the look of pores and fine lines for a soft focus effect. I feel like I hear that a lot, and I have yet to experience that. While keeping your shine at bay. If applying as a primer, tap the included sponge onto product and gently pat this innovative formula all over your face. Allow product to set before makeup application. If applying to lock in makeup, tap the included sponge onto product and gently pat this innovative formula to any area you want extra setting power or reduce shine. Apply as needed throughout the day. So this was $45 on the Mally Beauty website. This is what the packaging looks like, by the way. But I got it from Amazon, and Amazon had it on sale, I think, for $33. And then there was some coupon, some little coupon I used in addition to it. So this is the compact. And you get a net weight of 0.46 ounces or 13 grams, and it's made in China, and the shelf life is 24 months. So, I mean, it's cute, right? It's this shiny little purple packaging with Mally on the front. I don't know if you can see that from my lights. And then when you open it, it does come with a mirror, and then this is the product. So it's clear. And I did swatch it on my, on my hand, and it's very It's very silicone-y, so I think the first ingredient is dimethicone. It's very silicone-y. That's it right there. And kind of tacky and thick putty-like-ish, sort of, kind of, but silicone-y. I know my descriptions are trash. And then you get inside this little pouch, you get this sponge applicator that looks like this. And it's pretty thick. Okay, so this is the kind of product I would prefer to, I actually don't use spatulas, but I would prefer to use a spatula for this. But I don't have one, so we're gonna apply it like they say. Oh, you know what? Let me just swatch it on my hand here. So it definitely thins out once you spread it out, once you spread it around. So, and definitely transparent. So I don't know if you can see. Oh, I wasn't really in focus, was I? So that's it right there. Let me just put it on again so you can see. Okay, so I'm building it on top of what I just put on, and it's difficult to blend. So this is not something you want to be piling on top of itself, trying to layer on top of itself, because that's not going to work. But so that's it. So this part is primed, and this is what my hand normally looks like. So yeah, so I am going to do as they say. So I'm going to take this sponge here, and I'm going to am I getting any on it? Yeah, okay. So you kind of, I was trying to do that, but I don't feel like I'm getting anything on. Oh, I think that was too much. Look at the hole I just put in there. Yeah, I already don't like this application method. Okay, and I did get quite a bit on the sponge. So let's go in here and start tapping. And I am already seeing some are you seeing anything? And if I already put like a dent in it to where I can see the bottom, like how long is this product supposed to last me? So, oh, okay, did you see that right there? I'm also going to put it on my eyebrow because I draw my eyebrows on and maybe it'll help my eyebrows to stay on. Yeah, so it's tough to see how much you're getting on your sponge because it's transparent, so you can't see it. But I can, I hope this stuff doesn't break me out either, because I find that these silicone primers do that. Okay, so I have half of my face primed, and I can definitely see the difference between this side and this side. So this side definitely looks more mattified, looks more matte, and I don't know about blurring. Do you see any blurring? I mean, I guess, but again, it's like I can't tell how much I'm actually using because I can't see the product on. Okay, but I can see the difference it's making in my face. So, see, my nose looks matte. So yeah, I guess there's a little bit of blurring. And I'm gonna go move on to the other side and pat that in. Did I go under my eye? Let me go under my eye. Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this method. this application method. Because this just feels like unsanitary. Even though it's just me and I'm just going to be using it on my face, still this going back into the product like this. And this is what the product is looking like as I'm putting this sponge in it. I don't know if you can see where it's all, I think I even got some lint in there too. I think I would much prefer, yeah, like I've got hair in this now. I think I would much prefer to like apply it onto the face with my finger and then tap it in, because then I feel like I know how much I'm actually using. Maybe not, because it's kind of, oh, I got it in my hair. Okay, yeah, using your finger to put it on, not good. And I just washed my hair, so I'm not happy about the fact that I have it all in my hair now. Oh, yeah. And this is the kind that, ooh, if you were to put on too much and you were to spread it as opposed to pat it, it's gonna ball up and roll up on you. So, okay. So I actually feel like, I mean, it definitely took away the shine, and I actually feel like there is some blurring effect to it. But the application is not my favorite. So now I'm going to go in with another product that's new to me. It's not new. This is from e.l.f. It's the Halo Glow Liquid Filter. I had gone to my Target a couple of times. But this, okay, are you seeing this? Let's zoom you in. Are you seeing like right here? You see that? Like white buildup from this primer. So yeah, you definitely have to be careful with this primer, because like I said, if you put on too much and if you swipe instead of pat, you're going to, it's going to ball up on you. So this is supposed to be, I guess, like a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury, her like, oh Lord, flawless filter. I don't know if that's a foundation or if it's a highlighter, a liquid highlighter or what, but this is supposed to be a dupe for it. Now, this isn't my first time using this. Where's my sponge? I have used it, and I actually like the way it looks on the skin. Now, am I gonna like it with this primer? Because I feel like this primer is gripping the hell out of it. It gives you like a nice wet effect. Okay, I put on too much, and this primer is really gripping it. I should have put the primer on one side of my face because I'm going to be using a new foundation also, and it would have been good to see the application with and without this primer. Because if I don't like the foundation, I'm not going to know if I like the foundation or not, because it might be this primer that's going to screw it up. But see, do you see, like, I have kind of like this highlighted, yeah, maybe not wet, but you can see, right? Now, are you going to see that after I put full coverage foundation over it? Probably not, but here goes. So the foundation I'm using today is new. It's from KVD Vegan Beauty, and it's the Good Apple Serum Foundation. Full coverage serum foundation. And I got it in the shade Tan 068. And I had to go to 2 Ultas to get this because this shade was sold out. So I was gonna get it in what, 72? Tan 74, which was lighter than this one, which is weird. I don't know, but this is supposed to be full. It says shake well. This is supposed to be full coverage serum foundation that feels lightweight on the skin. What else does it say? Lightweight, all day wear, transfer resistant, quince leaf extract to help mattify. Yeah, so this is the bottle. I'm sure you've seen it. This is the packaging, which is really nice. It's a glass bottle, but the top and the pump are plastic. And I'm glad that it has a pump. And as I said, this is tan 68. And yeah, we're gonna give it a shot. I'm not sure if this is gonna match me. It does deepen as it dries down, so beware of that. I'm gonna do one pump on my hand here to get us started. So from swatching it in the store, I did put it on in the store. I put different shades on my face in the store and blended it out and walked around looking like a crazy person waiting for it to dry. So that's what it looks like. And as you can see, it's moving a little bit, but not much. And from swatching it in the store and putting it on in the store, I found that it felt thick but serum-y at the same time. If that makes any sense. So I'm gonna start off here on one side. I do think it's easy because it is kind of serum-y. I think it's easy to use too much because it does spread pretty. It spreads very well. So I'm gonna try and not use too much to start off with. And the dry down time is really fast because I already feel like it's dried down to like a powder finish. So, and this is one pump. And I haven't done my whole side of my face yet. So, and I thought the shades were pretty interesting. This is pretty. I find that the shades that I swatched, they leaned either neutral or red, more on the red side. And this is definitely more warm and a little more golden, but it didn't seem like they had too many gold undertone or yellow undertone options. Okay, so this is what it's looking like, and yeah, I'm wishing that I had done only one side of my face with that primer because I do feel like this primer is affecting it. From swatching it and putting it on in the store, I do know that I do have some dry areas around here from the acne. I'm taking a retinoid. I'm using a retinoid, so I have dryness around my mouth and chin area. And I did notice from swatching it in the store without any primer on that it played up. It kind of clung to the dry patches and played them up. So something again to think about if you're thinking of getting this. Now, and you can see I'm gonna put another pump to show you the dry down. So this is a fresh pump and this is what's been sitting on my hand, and as you can see, this is a couple of shades darker than when it's first pumped out. So, and I can still see my blemishes and my hyperpigmentation. So right now it's not giving full coverage, although again in the store I felt like the coverage was pretty full the first time around. So again, don't know if this primer is interfering with it, but it's definitely drying down quickly. And it feels more like a powder finish than a liquid foundation. These videos are always fun because I never know what the hell my makeup is gonna look like. Usually it looks bad. And today looks like to be no exception. So yeah, so this is what it's looking like right now. This is one layer, and I can still see everything, and it's really matte. It was matte in the store too, but I also think this primer is mattifying things. So now this is what? This is the third. This is the third pump. Right? Is this the third pump? Was this pump number 3? I'm trying to keep track, y'all. And I'm trying to build it to full coverage. And I will zoom you in so we can take a good look at what's going on here. So it is building. It is building to more fuller coverage. But you really got to work quickly. And again, I might have to do more with this primer than with the foundation. So I do think, I feel like I'm, ooh, okay, my viewfinder, I'm definitely looking orange. And I feel like in real life, I'm looking kind of orange too. Yeah. So that other shade, the other shade, Tan 74, I don't know. Even though I felt like the lighter shade was good for me, but it just, I felt like it leaned a little too neutral. All right, so let me zoom you in. So this is what 2 layers is looking like. So it is really, it is definitely matte. Definitely matte. And right here, I don't know if you can see where I have more dryness. You can definitely, like my smile lines, the wrinkles that I have here, I feel like, but that's noticeable with every foundation. This is the other side, and I can still see some, you know, but I don't feel like I look like I'm wearing a mask, you know? So it's good coverage without looking heavy, and it doesn't feel heavy either. But definitely my dry areas, yeah. So if you have dry skin, I think this is supposed to be for combination to oily skin. I don't know. I think you might want to stay away from this if you have dry skin. So that is the foundation. Let me zoom you out. And now I'm gonna go in with my Charlotte Tilbury corrector in the shade Deep, and try to do something about these dark circles. Yeah, my face doesn't feel tacky. I actually think, I don't know. I'm going to think about it, and then I'm going to give you my thoughts at the end of the video while I process. So I'm not going to do any concealer on the face. I'm going to go as is. But in terms of my my concealer, I'm going to mix my Pat McGrath. And do you see any of that highlight from e.l.f.? Neither do I. Neither do I. Yeah, my face is matte. Is it I don't think it's a flat matte though. And I'm gonna go in with my Sephora Best Skin Ever in a deeper shade. So the Pat McGrath is for brightening, and then the Best Skin Ever is for you know, to tone it down a little bit. And I'll let that sit for a second. Yeah, and my hair is still falling out. I know I've talked about the alopecia that I'm experiencing. I went to the dermatologist and she did a scalp biopsy, a biopsy on my scalp, and found that it's from inflammation, but don't know what the inflammation is from. They're all very frustrating. All very frustrating. So I am supposed to be getting scalp injections, but oh Lord, I'm supposed to be doing that every month, but she's a hard one to book an appointment with. And then with my surgery, I couldn't see her this month. I couldn't see her in January. I had my surgery in January. I couldn't see her then. And so now my next appointment isn't until April. Like, is that crazy or what? Like, what kind of continuum of care is this? It isn't. It is not. So, I don't know. I'm thinking about maybe I need to find another dermatologist from where, who the hell knows. But when I tell you my experience with healthcare professionals has been trash, it's been trash. So I can still see some grayness under my eye area, my dark circles, and I have some hyperpigmentation under there. I still have yet to really find anything to cover it up without making me look gray. And I just bought some more of the LA Girl concealer correctors, because I used to use that back in the day. Oop. And I don't know. I'm going in with my Pat McGrath under eye blurring. Ooh, under eye blurring powder. Oh, so I have been out of commission for a bit now. So I haven't been keeping up with new makeup releases like, you know, like I was when I was doing my filming my I'm Not Buying It series. But I do have some friends that keep me abreast of what's going on. My girl Jamie from Makeup Release Radar Official, she DMs me every now and again with some new releases. And she DM'd me the new release from Izamaya Beauty. She's a makeup artist, indie makeup artist that started her own line, was it last year? And oh, another product that's kind of newer to me is the Natasha Denona Contour Sculpting Powder. I got this in the shade, what shade did I get this in? Number 5, Deep. And I got it because it's a contour powder. You did see this in a haul video. Ooh. But I feel like is this my blush brush or is this my contour brush? I feel like this is too warm for a contour. It goes on nice and brown, which I like, but oh, I don't know. Well, let me take that back. Maybe not. I feel like though when I blend it out, that it's do I need to turn my lights up? Because I have them turned down. So it doesn't wash out everything, but I feel like I can't see. I feel like it's too warm. You let me know what you think. Maybe up against this warmer foundation, it doesn't look as warm. But I kind of felt like it worked better as a bronzer than a contour. And I don't feel like it's blending very well over this foundation, with this foundation over this primer. I feel like it blends a little better than this. So you tell me what you think. Is this too warm or is this okay? Because now it's looking like it might be okay. Anywho, what was I saying? Amaya Beauty is coming out with a lipstick. And the packaging is in the shape of a... Can I say that on YouTube? I might have to bleep that out because YouTube will demonetize me. So it's in the shape of a man's private part, and I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't know. I'm not hip enough. I'm not cool enough. Okay, so I forgot to powder my face, and I wanted to use another product that I recently picked up. This is from Nars, and this is the Soft Matte Advanced Perfecting Powder. I got it in the shade Offshore. And I have used this powder before, and I like it. I like it. I do, but I feel like this shade is too warm, and the shade after it, the deeper shade, is too deep, and the shade before it, of course, is too light. And when I swatched it, it looked like it was going to be, this is what it looks like. It looked like it was going to be too light. When I got it, I got this from Ulta, I think, Sephora, I don't remember, and it looked like it was going to be too light. But then when I got it, it's like, it's really warm, like orange, and I don't like that. But it's a beautiful powder. And I don't know if you're going to be able to appreciate what a pretty powder it is, because this foundation on top of this primer is so matte. That's how I forgot that I was even going to use this powder, because I feel like my face doesn't even need any powder after that Good Apple foundation. But it's a really pretty powder. It looks really nice on the skin. Actually, you don't even see it, and it does have some pigment to it, but it's really nice. Yeah, but my face is looking really matte right now. So that's the powder. Okay, for blush, I'm gonna go in with my Pat McGrath. This is Love Struck. This is Love Struck. I feel like I need some color. I feel like I'm looking a real one note right now. Yeah, so I am not cool enough for that. I did try, what did I try to buy recently? Just yesterday, I tried to buy, Cosmic Brushes came out with a new palette called the Muse palette, and I tried to pick that up, and what a hot stinking mess that was. Didn't get it, okay? Reminded my girlfriend about it, like, oh, it's going, you know, it's going live. She got it, I didn't get it. 4 minutes, because it was just a mess. Anyway, I didn't get it. It was in my cart, and I'm thinking, oh, okay, I'm going to get it. I'm checking out. And I go to check out, and it's like, sold out. This product is sold out. Your cart is empty. Like, are you, what? So that went like hotcakes, and the owner, you know, of course, people had, and I felt some way about it. I'm not going to lie. People felt some way about it and were saying so on her Instagram page. And she's like, I'm so sorry. You know, I wasn't expecting the usual, right? Wasn't expecting this response. Wasn't expecting it to sell out in like 2 minutes or whatever. And they ordered twice as much product as the Serenity palette, because that Serenity palette goes in and out of stock. As soon as it comes in stock, it goes back out of stock. So So they didn't know. And for highlight, I'm going to use my House Labs Golden Pyrite. This one, I don't use it enough because I have too many freaking highlighters. And so then she opened a pre-order. She asked if people wanted pre-orders. People say, yes, open the pre-order. And I don't even know when that sold out, but that's sold out too. And it's like, I understand. Small indie brand. I get it. But it's kind of like, do you read the comments on your pages? Are you keeping up with, you know, when you tease the palette and then when you unveil the palette and all the people who are like, oh my God, it's so beautiful, I can't wait, and this, that, and the other. And when these other pages like Makeup Release Radar Official share it and people are like, oh my God, it's so beautiful, I can't wait to get, like, how come you didn't? We all knew it was going to sell out. I knew it was going to sell out. I think everyone who was trying to buy the palette and who bought the palette knew it was going to sell out. How is it that you didn't know it was going to sell out? This is what I don't understand. So, you know, it's frustrating. I was pissed off, I'm not going to lie. But it's like, listen, if I get it, I get it. It's going to be permanent, which is good. So if I get it, I get it. I'm not going to stress about it. I have other things to be stressing over right now. But it's kind of like, come on, y'all. Y'all need to, the whole, I wasn't expecting this to, like, come on now. You've seen the Serenity palette and how that palette has been doing. Like, really? Really though? I'm going to finish the eyes. So, yeah, that's annoying. That was very annoying. But like I said, if I'm able to get it on a restock, because the Serenity palette I think I got, and I wasn't pressed over that either. It took a while for me to finally give in and buy it, but I think I got that on the 5th restock or something crazy. So yeah, if by the time the palette comes back into stock and I'm still interested, because I might not be, then where's this little palette? Then you know, then maybe I'll pick it up. Your girl, guess how many eyeshadow palettes your girl has purchased in 2023? This is February. We're now in February. Guess how many palettes I've purchased? I'll wait. Did you guess? Did you guess? Drum roll, please. 0. I have purchased 0 palettes. I haven't purchased any palettes yet in 2023. Now I know it's just February. I know we're only a month in. But for me, that is huge. That is major. Not one palette. I think last year I had already purchased 3. So your girl is doing very, very well in terms of eyeshadow. And I'm gonna be honest, I haven't seen a whole lot that has interested me. Nomad came out with, they unveiled the 3 collab palettes they did with influencers, and I'm really not interested in any of them. Was that Nomad? I'm sorry, Odin's Eye. Odin's Eye came out with 3 new palettes, or they're coming out with 3 new palettes. And yeah, I'm not tempted. I'm not tempted at all. Nomad came out with a new palette. You know, it's got the red on one side and the cool tones, the dark cool tones on the other side. And as usual, I was more interested in half of the palette than the other half of the palette, but not interested enough to purchase it. Blend Bunny, and you know how much I love Blend Bunny and their eyeshadow formula. They came out with the Lure palette, this pretty grungy purple, teal, and blue palette. And as soon as I saw it, I thought, I have that already. You know, I have those shades already. And it's gotten to the point where I have so much eyeshadow now that it's become easier and easier for me to say, oh, I have that already. I have that palette already. I have those colors in another palette already. and to not, I'm using this shade, the last one now, to not want it. And I'm very stoked about that. Very stoked about it, because I really don't want to add more, a lot more anyway, because you know I'm gonna add some eyeshadow. Okay, let's not get it twisted. But I really don't want to add a lot more eyeshadow to my collection, because I have enough that I'm not already using. You know, I have enough that I'm not using. I'm gonna go do these eyebrows off camera because this video is already way too long and I don't want it to be even longer. And then I'll be back. We'll do the lip, and then I will talk about some of these new things that I tried today. Okay, I am back and the brows are on, and so are the lashes. I decided to put on some lashes because I felt like I needed some. And now we're going to do the lip. And it looks like I need to sharpen this pencil. So I'm using my chestnut lip liner from MAC, of course. And so I have not purchased any eyeshadow this year thus far. You want to know what I have been purchasing though? Nail supplies, nail supplies, okay? I don't have any nails on. I did a set myself. What did I do? I did well, they're not gel extensions. I did fake nails, but my own, you know, I put them on myself with gel polish, with gel glue. And they're kind of like the Gel X way of doing it. Like, if you know anything about this stuff, I've been learning. And I'm excited. So, you know, I bought some fake nails for the first time last year and really liked them, but when I took them off, my nail beds were so dry and peeling, and they've never peeled before, which scared me. So I was thinking, well, maybe nail glue is not the move for me, so I decided to try this gel glue that you gotta cure under UV LED light. It's a whole thing. And I'm into nail design now, so not only putting on my own nails, but designing my own nail. Okay. And I bought a whole bunch of supplies from Shein and Amazon, and I did a set. Maybe I'll pop a picture of what it looked like up here. It was my first time, so okay, it was my first time, but I've ordered more stuff since then. Gel extension tips this time instead of just the plastic ones. I've been watching a lot of nail design videos in place of makeup videos. So your girl got a new hobby. I am going to be using today the Mented lipstick, Mented number 5 semi-matte lipstick. I hauled it last year and I have yet to wear it, so I'm going to put it on today. And yeah, so let me know if you'd be interested in seeing any nail art tutorials of while I'm learning. I don't know that I'll ever do any, to be honest, but let me know if that's something you'd be interested in. And are there any of you out there who are into nails and either going to the salon to get them done, acrylics or anything, or doing them yourself? Lori from It's Lori's Life inspired me with her nail art design. She has her natural nails. They're very long, very healthy, very beautiful. That is not me, okay? So I'm excited about the nail stuff. I got an e-file, and I already had a UV LED light. I got gel polishes now. I got the whole 9 yards. When I get into something, I get into it. As evidenced by the makeup. So So that's what Mented number 5 looks like. Really, really pretty. But I'm going to go over it. This is overkill, I know, but I haven't used this yet and I want to. This is Juvia's Place lip gloss in Meroe, and it's very pigmented, so you're not even going to be able to see this lipstick I just put on, but that's okay. I still want to put this on. This doe foot is like insane, and the amount of product that comes out is unnecessary. That's what. Okay, smells kind of chemically. That's what that sound smells like. Does it go with this eye look? Yeah, why not? Why not? Very shiny, very opaque. Okay, so why am I looking in the view? What am I looking at? Let me put my mirror here. Oh, let me bring my mirror back because I need to talk. We need to talk, okay? Now, let's start with this primer from Maui. Okay, this primer, they say it's gonna knock off shine and what? Keep you matte, or I really believe that now. I just put it on not long ago and I'm going to be taking it off very soon, so I'm not doing a whole wear test, or I'm not going to be wearing it for hours. But I really believe that it could it could help with the oils during the day, because my face is matte. I didn't even spray it with my all-nighter spray because I'm taking this off soon and I don't need any more matteness because I got a lot of matteness going on right now, okay? And I don't know. Yeah, it's just my face is looking really dry. So this primer I think will be great for knocking off shine and for helping your makeup to stay on longer, helping the longevity of your makeup. I really think, even though I don't know that, I feel like it will do that for you. Blurring, okay, maybe some blurring, it's got some blurring, but yeah. So it's really, I don't like the application. I don't like that I can't tell how much I'm putting on because I can't see it on here. You really cannot spread this on. You really must pat it on or it will ball up and roll up on you. You saw that it was more difficult for me to blend out this e.l.f. highlighting glow filter stuff. It was a little harder to blend that out over this primer, and I felt like my I mean, it looks pretty good, but I felt like my contour didn't blend out as well on top of this foundation and primer, and I think it's the primer. So I am going to continue to try this, but I think maybe I will try it with maybe a more glowy foundation or a less matte foundation, more natural foundation or more dewy foundation, because I feel like this underneath a matte foundation is too much. It's too much. And yeah, it's too much. But yeah, I'm gonna test it out a little more. I'm gonna try it some more and see. But I'm really not liking the application. I really would prefer to be able to use my finger or something to smooth it on with, and not this patting thing with this thing here. Not a fan of that. I do like the little bag it came in and all that, but like already I've used this and I need to wash it, and I don't like that I was putting it back in, even though my face is clean. You know, I don't know, just don't like the application, but the product seems like it might be good for us oily skinned ladies. Okay, now the e.l.f. Halo Glow liquid filter, I mean, it's cute. She cute. If you want if maybe you don't want to wear any makeup, you don't need to wear any makeup, and you just want a nice little natural highlight, I think this is really nice. You get a lot of it though. So I guess, yeah, I guess you're supposed to be able to wear this like a foundation or a tinted moisturizer or whatever to give you an all over glow booster for radiant skin. Yeah, I could see how that could happen. But in terms of using it under foundation and a full coverage matte foundation, I feel like it got lost. But we'll see. I don't know how much more I'm going to be using this if I'm not really going to be able to see it under my makeup. Maybe I should try it. Maybe I'll try it on top of my makeup. I might do that. I might do that. And then the KVD Good Apple Serum Foundation. Ooh, excuse me. Serum Foundation. I am going to have to try this again because over this mattifying primer, I think it just really my face is matte, okay? My face is matte. In terms of the coverage, I'm not wearing any concealer, so I can still see a lot of stuff on my face. The Nars Soft Matte Full Coverage Foundation has more coverage than this. So if you don't have as many blemishes and issues as I do, then perhaps this may be full coverage for you. But with 2 layers, I still don't feel like this is full. I feel like this is not full. This is this is a strong, just under full medium, but not full. Now, would I have been able to build it up to full? I think so, because the 2 layers I did provide more coverage, but just not enough for my liking. I felt like when I tried this in store, it was easier, much easier, and I was using my fingers though, to smooth it around and blend it out and stuff, whereas today it seemed like it dried up so quickly, and I don't know if the primer has something to do with that. I'm thinking it did. So I'm gonna have to try this again, but without this primer. My fault for not just doing the primer on one side of my face as opposed, you know, to both sides. But yeah, the shade is a little warm, I think, for me, for my liking. And when I did try this in the store, I did put my mask on because my face was full of this foundation in different shades as I walked around the store. And I didn't get transfer, so I'm not, well, now I have powder and everything on. So, you know, I think it's transfer resistant. I don't think anything is transfer proof, but I think this is probably good in terms of transfer resistant, that it's not going to get all over the place, because it really does dry down to more of a powder finish. So yeah, I'm going to try this again without this primer and see how I like it. Then the Nars powder, the Nars Soft Matte Advanced Perfecting Powder. Yeah, I didn't need to be putting this matte powder on top of my matte foundation on top of a mattifying primer. But the powder, I really like this powder. I do. I'm gonna have to use it again without this primer and maybe without this foundation. Yeah, but I just hate that it's so warm. It's so orange, which you can't really tell over this orange foundation, but it's a really pretty powder. And I was thinking about exchanging it or returning it. I'm not going to do either. I'm going to keep it, and I'm going to continue to use it because it's nice, and hope that Nars comes out with more shades that will match something, with a shade that will match my complexion would be nice. The Natasha Denona Contour Sculpting Powder, which I got on sale at Sephora. I think it was like $23. It is, I'm looking at it now, and it is too warm. It's a little too red for my liking to be used as a contour as opposed to a bronzer. I like something more cool tone, a little more gray, and this to me is a little too warm. Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe I will pull this out in the summertime, perhaps. But right now for winter, I feel like it works better as a bronzer than a contour. What else we got? I think, oh, the eyeshadow palette. The eyeshadow palette is fine. I felt like I needed to build up this shade, but the deep shade was really nice, and the metallics are nice. You know, it's nice. It's really, really easy. One of those palettes I don't have to rack my brain about what kind of look to do or what to do with the shadows. They really just tell me. So I like it. I like it. I like the color story. I like the eye look that I did with it. Could I have done this eye look with other palettes in my collection? Absolutely. But I do like this. And this one here is kind of it's a dual chrome. The one that I put on my lid is kind of like this blue green. It's pretty. It's pretty. So yeah, I like the palette. I'm glad she finally got her day to shine. So now I can finally put her away, take her out of the basket of shame and put her away in my drawer. Happy about that. And the House Labs, I feel like I've talked about this before. I don't know if I ever used it on camera. She's nice, you know, I can see her. She's nice. She's nice. At this point, at this time, I have so many highlighters, but she's so beautiful, like on the skin and in the pan. Really, really pretty. And finally, the lipstick and the lip gloss. I like them both. I mean, this color, number 5, really, really pretty. This lip gloss, so opaque, so shiny, so pretty. I like the doe foot, but I don't like that so much product comes out when you take it out. It's too much. It's too much. But very opaque, very nice. You could definitely wear this on its own with no problems. So I like the lip products. And that is it. We are done. If you are still here, you are the real MVP. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you liked this video, please give it a like and consider subscribing. So I don't know, you know, I'm gonna ask for your patience, my peeps. I'm asking for your patience because I don't know that I'm going to be posting regularly from here. Like, you know, I'm going to see how it goes, see how I feel. So as always, I want to thank you for joining me today. I hope to see you again soon. Until then, bye-bye.